Rallycross for points event 1 for the Rallycross Utah region. Let's get it. Okay, so the first session cars just got all finished up, so it's time to get the CRX out and see what she will do. Pretty low expectations. It's just the 100 horsepower setup, so we're just hoping nothing breaks or falls apart, honestly. But yeah, should be a blast. We got a pretty stacked field today with some modified all-wheel drive cars. You know, I think Josh and Dan are going to be up there, and you know, some others as well. So yeah, everybody in the class basically has double the horsepower than us, but we got weight on our side, so hopefully that helps. All right, we're about to get ready to go. We just finished our parade lap. Josh over here in the Bug-Eye wagon, definitely #1 threat after his 2023 championship. Dan over here with his H6, looking mean as hell. And then just, you know, probably a little 60 horsepower to the wheel CRX, nothing to worry about. Don't even look at that.
Light as a feather.
So yeah, we'll see it. See how it goes. Yeah, you see how many taillights this is? This is more than a Ferrari taillight, so that's how you know how fast it is.
You ready for me?
Yes, sir.
This is new.
1, car 18, actually one more, so 3.
Okay, window.
All right, let's jump right into the action here. First run out with the CRX, other than driving it up and down my street. We're making our way through this tight first gear slalom section. I had to get really narrow through this little transition park onto the real off-road truck course. This part was pretty awesome because we got a little bank kind of going up into this, what would be a jump for the off-road trucks, but we slow it down so that we're obviously complying with the safety rules of SCCA. Getting to another big bank section here, which was pretty fun. Car got a little sideways. Then we're heading into this high-speed sort of sweepery section, slalomy section really, which definitely kind of figuring out that the CRX likes to rotate. Has a lot of lift-off oversteer, as I'll perfectly execute right here by over-rotating again, and once more, a third time, getting completely out of shape, losing seconds, obviously. But we gather it back up. Oh yeah, and just listen to that CRX. She is just screaming from that side exit exhaust. And then we're just approaching this nice gravel section here, very smooth. And yeah, we're just gonna finish into this right turn here. And that's it. And I am just super stoked out of my mind that the CRX completed the run at this point.
4-4 at the line, followed by 111.
Okay, so I believe this run is going to be a little bit better, less over rotations in the wrong places kind of situation here, but again, sort of making our way through this tight, narrow section with first gear, getting it into second as soon as we can, going into this nice bank, uphill section, trying to weave our way through here without causing too much drama here with the car. Again, going over this big bank section. Car was just loving to rotate through here, honk for a down cone. Otherwise, we have another high-speed, sort of slalomy section here, where we're just trying to keep the car in check, not let it get too crazy. Definitely trying to execute this section a little bit better after having some big over-rotation issues, so getting it into first gear. Slide through this right turn into this hard 180 left turn, really close to that cone. I don't know if you can get any closer. And then just making our way down here on limiter, as you do. And we got a right turn into the finish. Alright, so moving into the in-car camera, we're going to be able to see a little bit of the wheel work that is behind the CRX a little bit better here with this view. This car does not have a quick ratio steering rack, so you know, getting through some of these transition sections from left to right can be a little bit more challenging versus my Civic Wagon, which does have a quick ratio rack. So definitely a big upgrade, and definitely plan on doing it to this car as well later down the line. And I think that's definitely going to help it feel a lot more agile. I know that with a lot of the parts that I got on this CRX, they were kind of old and tired, so there's, you know, a bit of play off-center with the steering on this car, so, you know, you really have to give it a full 90 degrees before you really get anything out of it, as you'll kind of see here in the video. This car loves to rotate, getting through these tight sections, loves to just swing around. You know, currently just has the normal open differentials front and rear with the Visicous coupler in the middle, so yeah, just loving the way it's handling. Alright, so moving into the overhead view here, get to hear a little bit more induction noise, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this will be my fastest run of the day. We only ran the course in one direction for time reasons, but you know, this course, I think at the beginning of the day we were running 75-second times, and then eventually got down to 69 seconds. So a good chunk off. You know, obviously some of the first runs have had a lot of big overcorrections in them, but as far as time-wise, you know, this definitely aligns with, you know, some of the national style length time courses, you know, being up there in the, you know, 70 to 80 second time frame. But yeah, this car just did absolutely fantastic through it all. You know, once you figure out the, you know, steering and how much input you need to give it, and, you know, the liftoff oversteer, this car actually just kind of does everything you want. You know, just point it and shoot, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a weapon, you know, once it actually has some power in it. So it's just able to get through these sections so quick. You know, when comparing to the wagon, it just feels like it's a lot lighter on its feet and just able to cruise through.
Hi, Austin.
Alright, so this will be our last and final run. We kind of had a little bit of a scare rolling up to our last run. Oil light came on, low oil pressure. So, you know, that's not something we want to see. So we took it back to the pits, checked it out, poured some water on it, you know, checked the oil, it was full. And, you know, kind of, you know, let it rest for a second and let it cool off, because maybe the oil was thinning is kind of what I was thinking. But, you know, we got it back up to the line, no oil pressure light, and then probably about somewhere in this section here, I noticed the oil pressure light came on again, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. So just kind of threw it in third gear, low RPM, just kind of bogged it through the, you know, half section here, which didn't really cost us a whole lot of time. You know, we were really just kind of playing with the momentum of the car, getting through a lot of these sections. This turn right here was pretty tough for second gear, but you know, eventually was able to get back into the power there. And yeah, I think it's just probably a combination of, you know, either old oil, maybe not thick enough oil, or maybe something in the pickup is clogged.
Okay, so we just finished the event with the RT four-wheel drive CRX. Did pretty good throughout the whole day. Started getting some clunks in the front end in the second session. Probably just some old bushings and things like that, or maybe I left something loose. But overall, made it through the event. Also, towards the end of the event, we started to experience low oil pressure lights, so forgot to change the oil. Didn't really have time before we came out here, so could be the reason why. Maybe the oil thinned up, or the oil pickup is clogged, so I'll have to diagnose that here a little bit. But otherwise, we're getting ready to go to award ceremony, see where we stacked up. Unfortunately, one of my competitors, Josh, had some trouble with his car with a coolant line bursting, so he had to retire from the event. You know, CRX might have actually did pretty well compared to the other cars in the class. We'll have to wait and see though. So but yeah, CRX made it through with relatively no issues. So Awesome. So we'll catch you guys back up here at the award ceremony.
Is Ross in the white Boeing WRX. Zero is yours truly in the 3.3 Brother. First place.
Yeah, he's not there anymore, but yes, CKM.
Not all.
Yep.
Modified all-wheel drive.
We're just down the street.
No problem. 577.
No!
Point.
That's
0.126 is Austin Dowling.
Jeez.
CRX.
You guys gonna fly out? Pick me up. Anytime. As long as I'm there. I'm there every day. 5.
That's a W for the CRX. All right, so we actually won a couple other things as well. They had a cool little raffle over here this weekend, so walked away with some beard oil and some beard butter by Turnbull Tonics. So make sure to go check them out. Smells amazing. Cinnamon gummy bear is kind of what I got out of it. So, and then also some Wookiee Cafe. So if you like your beard to smell like coffee, that's the stuff for you. But otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and get the car loaded up here and then on our way back to Salt Lake City. So been a pretty awesome weekend, and CRX, couldn't really ask more from it. We'll definitely make sure to update you guys here if there's anything else that changes, or maybe if we figure out what's going on with that low oil pressure. Otherwise, have a nice night, guys.